mistake right there. Like, that could be somebody's last straw. Y'all really be out here. What up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Brianna, back with another video. If you are new here, hey love, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Welcome to the family. How you doing? And yeah, nice to meet you. And if you are not new, welcome back. What it is, what's up, cousin? Because we family at this point. So what's going on? In today's video, I'm gonna be kind of like giving my opinion on being a woman in the military, that I face, stuff that I see, you know, put some info out there and let y'all see from my perspective. And you know, I'm a woman in the military, so kind of see, you know, kind of dive in and see it from my point of view. At the end of this video, I'm gonna share, like, comment, subscribe, drop questions. I'm gonna be answering them. And I'm back. Let's just go ahead and get straight into it. Yeah, so I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. So like, being a woman in the military, there's no specific rates or jobs like just for women or just for men. Everybody could be anything, you know. So it could be, you could be any rate. There is the hard working rates, you know. Women are in, it's very diverse with all the rates and stuff. You can be literally any gender in any type of rate or job and stuff. So it's not specifically, you know, females could do this, men could do that. It's big on equal opportunity. Hard stuff that men do, females have to do it as well. So it's not like, oh, you get special treatment, oh, you get princess treatment because you're a female. Like, it's none of that. So literally, like, you working just as hard as the men, and that is literally going to be known like in your career. If you join and you get like a crazy air raid or anything like that, you know, hands-on nuke raid, like any of that stuff, literally it's like very diverse for both genders. So you pick your poison. Like, well, you technically don't pick your poison, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, yeah, you just definitely, it's definitely like real gender oriented. So you could be any rate, and they're not going to show you any lenience, or they're not going to give you any like leeway because you're a female. Like, they don't care about any of that. You know, you're gonna be picking up heavy stuff, you're gonna be moving heavy stuff, you're gonna be getting dirty. Trust me, I've been there, done that. You're gonna be getting dirty and all this and that. So very equal, very equal. But if you look at the pros of that, I mean, that's a good thing, because, you know, as women, we get stronger, you know. We tough now. Like, you tough. So it's just like, yeah, we can do that too. We getting stronger, you know. I feel like everything has a pro and con to it. So we're just gonna get into that, okay? Another thing I love, like, you know, especially being like a black woman in the military, I feel like, you know, it teaches you a lot of self-discipline, you know, self-structure, leadership. So it gives you like those opportunities to actually, like, you know, feel proud of yourself and actually feel like you're doing something, you know, that's so worth doing and stuff like that. It makes a big difference as a woman in the military. Like, you really learn how to, like, you know, just grow as an individual. You learn, like, you know, I just feel like everybody needs that type of structure in their life where they learn how to do things, and then, you know, they actually feel proud, and, you know, they're getting stuff done. I feel like I'm in that phase right now in my life where I just feel like I'm getting stuff done, and, you know, I'm growing as a person. I'm teaching myself like a lot of self-discipline. You know, they teach you how to, you know, I just feel like you can't be lazy. If you're in the military, it's like, you know, it's no such thing as being lazy, and everybody have their own perspective and their own view on things. You know, you got people that's lazy and they don't care for it. They don't realize or appreciate, you know, what they have or what they're doing. They don't. So me, you know, I appreciate every moment of it. I celebrate myself. I be proud of myself. You know, you have to be able to uplift yourself and stuff like that. And, you know, also like just being in the military and stuff, you know, you have people, sometimes you get into a workspace or a work center and you just feel, you get like comfortable but then complacent at the same time, and then it's like, it's just like the same routine every day. Like going to work, you know, it's going to feel like the same routine, but you just have to be that person to like actually understand, like, you know, I'm still doing something great, you know, I'm still working hard, and just, you know, realize what you have going on and realize what you're doing at the same time, if you get what I'm saying. Like, as women, sometimes people can like kind of like, you know, overlook you, or just kind of like, you know, try to walk all over you just because you're a woman. But, you know, I feel like that is important. Why it is important to stand up for yourself and like speak up. Don't always, you know, don't just let that stuff get, you know, too consistent, because when people start feeling like they can just talk to you any kind of way, or they can, you know, not listen to you or whatever just because you're a female in the Navy, I just feel, or in the military regardless, you can get so comfortable with that, and then, you know, it's every day, and then you just going to work stressed out because, you know, ain't nobody trying to hear you out, or, you know, ain't nobody listening to you. Like, you have to make your mark. And in my previous videos I did, you know, mention that. Just make your mark, speak up, don't let nobody run all over you, talk to you however they want to talk to you, because it's just not going to happen. You got to make, you know, what your work experience is. You have to be able to just speak up, and don't just be, you know, sheltered in and just quiet, because one thing about it, they will run all over you. Like, no. So you have to be able to, like, you know, speak up and talk, say how you feel. And even then, sometimes when you say how you feel, you know, that still don't work. But, you know, just have that dominance. Like, that's one thing about it. Have that dominance. Don't just let nobody talk to you crazy, because it's going to be like that every day. And then you got to suffer with that for the rest of your contract, however long it's going to be. And you just got to, like, you know, go to work doing the same thing. Like, no. It depends on you to make your experience on how you make it. So, yeah, definitely speak up. It don't matter if you're a woman. I mean, if you're a woman, male, anybody, literally, that goes both ways. Just don't let nobody talk to you crazy. Don't let nobody try to not listen to you, because you have a voice. Everybody has a voice, and, you know, speak up at all times. Those are just a few, like, those are some pros, you know, besides, like, traveling and, you know, all the other good stuff that I said in my last pros and cons video. But, like, you know, just simple stuff. It might be so simple, it might sound simple and whatever, but literally, like, leadership roles, and, you know, just learning new things, experiencing different people, experiencing different places of the world, you know, it's all that stuff matters. All that stuff really is, like, a big deal to me, at least. You know, just, I don't take for granted those moments. I don't take for granted none of it. Like, honestly, all this stuff is building me up. And then one day when I do decide to get out, you know, I can take all these experiences that I learned from being in the military out to the outside world, and, you know, I just be unstoppable. And then when you're just in the military alone, people are already gonna look at you like, wow, you're, like, powerful, or you're amazing, you know, you're doing big things, you're doing all this good stuff. So people are you automatically get that, you know, that view from people. So yeah, I love all that about it. Like, you know, those are definitely some pros for me, you know. And then just all the resources that come out of the Navy, like, you know, them paying for your school, all of the free, you know, benefits that you get, and all that good stuff. Like, all that stuff matters, you know. It really do. It really do. And I also get, like, a lot of questions, like, about boot camp and how could I wear my hair and this and that. You could wear locks, you could wear braids, but I will say this: if it go past, like, okay, so y'all see my ponytail. First of all, I just found out I could wear my hair in a ponytail, because y'all know I'm so quick to just throw it in a bun. Just always throwing it in a bun. But, you know, I just really wasn't paying attention to other people. Like, everybody will have their hair in a ponytail, but long as it don't go past, like, your shoulder, collar, or whatever, you know, mine kind of, like, just make the cut. It kind of, like, just make the cut. So I can wear my hair in a ponytail, y'all, because I'm always so quick to just throw it in a bun. So I'm so happy about that. You know, I just let it breathe and, you know, hang a little bit. So I definitely, like, when I be doing a bun for a while, like, I just found that out. I was like, okay. But yeah, so you can wear your hair you can wear it down, but it just can't go past your collar, especially in boot camp. Even after that, it just can't go past your collar. You can wear braids, but, you know, it got to be back in a bun. Locks, it got to be back in a bun. You can't wear dreads, unfortunately. So if you have dreads and you're trying to join, you can't have them. So you'll have to either cut them off or just, you know, not join. But those are some ways you can wear your hair. You know, people like to get braids in boot camp, you know, to last them throughout the whole thing, because in boot camp, when it's time to wake up and get the day started, it's always, like, traffic in the restroom, or the head, as they call it in boot camp. It's always traffic in there. People are always in there, you know, brushing their teeth, doing their hair. So it's kind of like everywhere. But if you have braids in, you don't really have to do nothing to it. So you can just throw it in a bun and, you know, killing time. Like, you don't have to wait for everybody else and, you know, this and that. But if you are one of those people who don't have, like, a protective style and you got to just do your hair, I definitely recommend waking up, like, early, a little bit before everybody else, so that you can have that time. You don't have to wait. You don't be so much going on, because literally, I remember, you have so much time to get ready in the morning before y'all actually have to go do whatever y'all have to do. So I would say, you know, definitely get that taken care of. And yeah, when it comes to, like, nails, you can wear any, I'm not gonna even lie, you can't wear any color, but you could wear, like, you know, colors that are appropriate and presentable. Like I always go for clear pink. Literally that's all I get is clear pink when I get my nails done. You can't have them too long, of course, especially if you like doing a typing job like me. I'm a PS, so I'm typing all day long, and you know I hate to have those long nails falling off side of the buttons, getting stuck in the buttons and stuff. It's just too much, and like they just be all over the place when you're trying to type, and you know you accidentally hitting all these other buttons because your nails just so long. But you know, just don't have them so long. But like clear pink or like a clear color, a neutral color, those are all good. Can't just go out there like with hot pink or, you know, bright yellow or red. You know, none of that, all that stuff is out of regs. And yeah, so that's just like a few things for that. Yeah, because I get asked that a lot, like, you know, what could you do, what could you wear, what could you do in boot camp, y'all, because some people do be asking like, how can you have lashes on? In boot camp I would not recommend eyelashes, because first of all, they're not going to last for a whole 2 months. I really don't know how they do it nowadays, because in boot camp, when I was in boot camp in 2018, you couldn't really bring anything, to be honest. They give you everything you need, and everything you came with, they shipped it back home. But I have heard, you know, over the few years that stuff changed. I heard they don't even ship your cell phone back. Like, you get to keep your cell phone throughout boot camp and stuff. So I've been hearing little things here and there, so I honestly don't know what you could bring to boot camp. Some people actually like, should they bring money? I brought only $20, and that was for the traveling before I got to boot camp, because literally when you get to boot camp, you're not going to need any money, because they're going to give you a card and it's just going to have money on there, like whenever you set up everything. And literally they just gonna give you a card and it's gonna have money on it. That's literally what I remember. So I would say you could bring like $20 just up until you arrive to boot camp, just in case you want to grab some food while you're in the airport and all this and that. You could bring like a little Bible too. They let you bring like a little Bible. Yeah, and that's pretty much about it. Like all I could really remember. Like even underwear, you're gonna have to ship all that stuff back because they give you underwear. Yeah, so that's like, you know, that's just a few things that I just wanted to, like, you know, kind of let y'all know. But I feel like being a woman in the military, like, it could, you know, it has its days, it has its challenges, it does, you know. And it also depends, like, honestly, y'all, I really hope, because you can't pick and choose, you know, your chain of command. You can't pick and choose who you work with. You just work with that person or whoever it is. So I just really pray, like, whoever y'all end up getting stationed with, I just hope that, you know, they're not toxic, that they're not miserable, because that stuff rubs off on you. Believe it or not, you do not want to go to work today knowing that you have to deal with somebody that is just so like negative and toxic. Like, for me, it just don't work out for me. I cannot do it. Like, literally, I hate that kind of stuff. Like, I definitely have to be around like positive people, because when you're around positive people, positive attitudes, it's going to rub off on you. If you're around negativity all day long, it's miserable and it's going to rub off on you. So, you know, like I said, and if you do come across people like that, my best bet is to not be so close to them. Kind of like keep a distance, you know, still be cordial, still be nice, because at the end of the day you have to work with them, but just try to, you know, just keep a positive attitude. Hey, you know, just don't get too close, because once you get too close, you know, you basically locked in with that person, and it's just not gonna be the best experience ever. Trust me, I know from experience. But yeah, y'all just gotta choose who y'all are friends with wisely, and you know, just do what you gotta do. And I know some people complain, like, say, you know, I feel like some of your chain of command, and I'm blessed right now because the chain of command that I have, my chief, literally is like the most coolest, most lenient, most understanding chief I probably ever had in my whole experience. Honestly, like, honestly, she's the most understanding, most just so sweet, you know. And I love that. I love that for me. I love that for her. I just love that for all of us, honestly. So it's so great to have somebody that's like that. And because not all commands are like that. Like I said, you're not gonna always have a higher up that you could just go to and talk to, or, you know, that's just approachable. It's like hard to run into those kind of people. You know, you got your Joe Navy people. Like, y'all, one of my biggest cons is like the chiefs or the first classes, you know, whoever's in charge of you, when like it's time to go, they act like they don't want to let you go. They act like they don't want to let you leave. Like, it's time to go. And that's one thing that the Navy, or the military in general, I keep saying the Navy because I'm in the Navy, so I'm speaking very specifically about the Navy, but the military in general, they have that control to hold you however long they want to. They can make you come in however long they want you to. Like, they can make you come in. Like, they just can hold you hostage. Like, I'll be ready to go when it's time to go. But one thing about it, one red flag, do not ask what time are we leaving. Don't ask your chain of command that, because when they feel like you're trying to go home, they will try to hold you there. And that's one thing I just cannot stand. Like, I'd be like, oh my gosh, like, can we go? Like, please. What's that video where he was like, the bell don't dismiss you, I dismiss you.
The bell does not dismiss you, I dismiss you.
So what the fuck is there a bell for? Bitch, let me look.
Like, that's how I be feeling. Like, that's how I be feeling. Like, but, and then like literally you just be sitting there like, but then you got those people, you got some people that make you, that let you go home early. You know, you go to work, do everything you got to do, and they let you go home early. So it really just like, you know, it just comes with what it is, to be honest. It is what it is at the end of the day. So, you know, hopefully y'all get lucky and y'all run into those type of chain of commands and those type of leaderships that, yeah, like just stuff like that. Like, that's one of my cons, actually. I cannot stand that. But honestly, I feel like as a woman, and if you're familiar with like, with the situation with Fort Hood, you know, they just had like their second, you know, death of a female soldier out there. I just feel like, you know, that stuff, especially being in the military, I feel like as, you know, as people, you know, honor the military and stuff, I feel like those kind of situations should definitely be exposed more and, you know, like shine. And, you know, I feel like that stuff should be put out there more than what it is, because I feel like that stuff kind of gets swept under the rug, especially like with the Vanessa Guillen situation when she died a couple years back. I just feel like it was swept under the rug. And then when I went on Netflix and, you know, I watched the documentary and stuff on it, I just felt like, you know, they really tried to. And I feel like the military sometimes could, you know, I feel like they don't like to expose certain things, and they try to, like, you know, keep things in between. You know, they try to keep things from like the public eye and going crazy and stuff. Like, that's one thing that I don't really too much care for about it. Like, no, because that's you know, it's serious stuff. At the end of the day, soldiers and female soldiers, Navy sailors, Marines, like, we're all still human at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So we should still have that same respect and, you know, that same, you know, support, like, from the public when it comes to stuff like that. So that's one thing I do not really care for. And y'all gonna have those certain people, certain chiefs, certain female chiefs, like, you know, when they just be hating though at the same time. Like, they be hating because, you know, you got hair and, you know, you can wear it out, and they be like, is that in regs? Yes, it's in regs, baby. Back up. You know it's in regs. Like, you just mad because it's real. Like, and what about it? They're gonna have those people that's gonna try to, like, those chiefs, senior chiefs and stuff, that's gonna try to, like, nitpick everything that you do. Like, people, they try to nitpick everything that you do, you know. Like, girl, leave me alone. Like, I know what I'm doing, okay? I know what I'm supposed to do. I know I'm in regulations. Like, leave me alone. Like, but you gonna have people like that that's just gonna try to, like, nitpick everything. But, you know, if you can pull up an instruction, because, you know, everything is an instruction. That's one thing you're gonna learn too. Everything is in a instruction. So if you can prove them wrong, and if you have to pull out the instruction and show them, like, here it is in your face in black and white, baby. So what's the issue? But yeah, you're gonna have those people that's like that. So, you know, and then y'all like, oh, y'all gonna have certain, like, chiefs and just certain master chiefs that always try to be on your head about something. That always try. Y'all, when I was on deployment, y'all, and I see why people be like stressed or depressed on deployment, like, on top of everything else they got going on. But, like, even if they don't have nothing going on personally, but, like, you know, you just having a good day, and, like, you just get this rule. Y'all, I remember one time I was walking up to my office, and it was, like, on the 03, which is, like, on one of the higher decks. I took, like, some cake up there, right? I think I was taking, like, a piece of cake up to my office, like, oh, I got me some cake from the galley. Okay, I'm finna go eat it, take it up to my office. And, like, I was walking up there, and then this master chief was like, he was so rude, y'all. And it was, like, early in the morning. It was, like, it was probably, like, it wasn't that early. It was probably, like, 9, 10. But you know, yeah, I was eating some cake. Don't look at me like that, because y'all know y'all be eating some junk food early in the morning and stuff. Some of y'all just be, you know, waking up and getting straight to it. But deployment will have you like that, okay? Deployment will have you eating anything at any time of the day. But I was going up there with my little piece of cake, y'all, and I'm walking up the stairs, and then this Master Chief out of nowhere, out the blue, where are you going with that shit, mate? I was like up to my office. But like it was so, like, the way his attitude was, I didn't know if he was just playing. I thought he was just playing for like, I really thought he was just playing at first, but he was so serious, y'all. So I'm kind of like laughing. So I'm like, oh, I'm just going into my office. Like, and then he was like, no, you're not. I was like, yes, I am. Like, I'm really thinking he was playing, because he was so, like, over exaggerating it and just so, like, serious and, like, so mad. Like, why are you so angry? It's early. Like, you should be having a good day. Why are you so angry? Like, but he was mad, like, causing a scene because I had some cake in my hand and I'm going up the stairs. And then he was like, are you finna go take it back down there, right? I was like, do you want me to? Because at this point, I'm like, is he being serious or is he just playing? But I had asked him, I was like, do you want me to? And then he was like, yes, I want you to. But then that's when I realized he was serious. I'm like, bro, what is the hostility for? Like, calm down. And I see why people, like, I understand why people be going through what they're going through. People be wanting to, like, really, like, just end it all because they be stressed under that. And then, you know, you got that person, that kind of person that just throw it like icing on the cake right there. Like, that could be somebody's last straw. Y'all really be out here just, like, going crazy to, like, people that y'all don't know what they're going through. Like, you know what I'm saying? What if I was the person that was going through something, or I was feeling depressed, I was feeling stressed, and he did all that? Like, that stuff is, like, serious. Like, that's one thing, that's one kind that I hate, is people that's like that. Like, there is no need for all that. Or you could easily just say, no shit, mate, you gotta take it back down there. Like, that stuff was rude. So I was mad, y'all. I was mad. And I remember like an hour after, I went looking for him, and I was finna say, like, I was finna, like, basically, like, I didn't appreciate how you did all that. Like, I was ready to go off, but you know, you can't do that. But I was ready to, because who are you yelling at? Like, it's certain things, like, I don't know, I can't stand for that. That was on my mind heavy. I'm like, oh no, because he had me messed up. Like, why did he just do all that? So I wanted to, like, go, I want to go, it's not like I was gonna go to him, like, going off or, you know, being disrespectful, but I was gonna be like, sir. And I was gonna be like, you don't know what I could have been going through. You can't just be going around talking to people like that, because we are already in the middle of deployment. Like, let's not do all that, because you don't know. That could have been the last straw for anybody, literally. Now, what I should have said in the moment is, you know, I'm gonna pray for you, sir. I'm gonna pray for you. I hope you don't catch the wrong person at the wrong time. And that's it. Like, I literally, like, was thinking so much into that situation. It pissed me off so bad. But that just goes to show, like, you know, some people are really, like, you really got those kind of people like that. Just, like, you know, just mad. So some stuff you just really got to be mentally strong when it comes to being in the military, being in the Navy. Like, that stuff is just, like, yes. So that's just, like, a few little, you know, a few little pros and cons. You know, just how it is being a woman in the military. And yeah, like, and I know some people kind of go through, like, sexual harassment or, you know, sexual assault and stuff like that. I've never experienced it myself, but, you know, I see a lot of incidents like that. And, you know, people, sometimes it go overlooked, and sometimes that stuff kind of, like, is swept under the rug a lot too. And especially for those, like, that's claiming it from, like, on a higher ranking person, higher ranking male. Like, that stuff, I see it kind of, like, you know, often. And I just feel like when it comes to that kind of stuff, like, you know, as women, I feel like the military should definitely take that stuff a little more serious than they do. You know, you got some people that kind of just, like, some of that stuff, it just goes overlooked, and, like, the person just won't get in trouble or something like that. Like, that's one thing I don't stand for either. You know, I'm for my women. You know, I support everybody, and, you know, I don't think anybody, you know, I don't know, like, I feel like that stuff just, like, you know. And then with that Fort Hood stuff, and then, you know, I already mentioned in one of my last videos, but, you know, another girl just died from, like, domestic violence that I actually seen a lot when I was on my last ship. She got shot by her boyfriend. So I feel like all that kind of stuff, and, you know, the Navy kind of just, like, they're so bad. Like, when something happens, and, like, when an incident happens to a certain sailor, they're so, like, bad when it comes to notifying the family right away. I read up on that situation, and, you know, I did research, and, you know, seeing, like, the sister speak about it, the sister of the girl that passed away, and, like, they're not good. I heard, like, too many incidents where they're not good with notifying parents or family members right away. They kind of like to hold stuff on until I guess they get more information or whatever. And like when the family finds out about a situation and they call up there, you know, they're kind of like, you know, like they're just not giving you answers and stuff like that. Like I've seen that stuff a few times, and I just feel like, you know, as a woman, you just gotta like kind of just be aware and just be protective of yourself. Kind of like just, you know, that's why I stay out the mix of it. Like I just stay out the mix of a lot of stuff because, you know, I don't know, it's just a lot of that goes on, and you know, it's just, it could be stressful and stuff. So I just kind of like, you know, kind of I say just be careful in all situations, be aware, you know, and just be safe. Get you some protection, get you whatever you gotta get you, some mace, a gun, just all that stuff. And you know, just keep it up, keep it put up, of course, you know. But it gets real out here, y'all. It gets real. But that's in any situation outside of the military as well. Y'all know it's a crazy world that we live in, and stuff happens every day. So be safe, literally. But yes, y'all, so that's kind of like gonna wrap up my video. I've been talking for a while, but you know, that's just some stuff I wanted to, like, you know, talk to y'all about being a woman in the military, because you know, I get asked that a lot, and how is it and how's my experiences and stuff like that, and you know, just like appearance and regulations and just stuff like that. But yeah, I do appreciate all of y'all support. I appreciate all of y'all love. I am at 3,000 subscribers. I finally reached my goal, so I appreciate y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for clicking my videos. Thanks for subscribing, commenting. Just thank you for all the love, y'all. I'm gonna keep on giving it to y'all. Y'all know how it is. Y'all already know what it is. I'm gonna keep on coming back with more and more and more, okay? Every time, y'all already know. But y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay tuned for my vlogs that I got coming up. Y'all stay tuned for everything. Like I said, I'm going on a trip to Florida, so make sure y'all stay tuned for that. It's going to be a nice trip. It's going to be really fun and nice, so I just can't wait to, like, you know, share that experience with y'all. So yeah, but make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on this video, and I will see y'all in my next one. Peace out.